Hello everyone and welcome to the YouTube channel formerly known as Travel Beans.
We're just beans now, no travel.
And there's probably a shortage on beans, so we're just nothing.
I'm sure many of you have been wondering, or maybe not, what we've been getting up to
bigger fish to fry. You probably haven't cared about us at all.
Yeah, because we announced in our Glasgow video that we were, thinking about the coronavirus. We were going to see what happened when we got to York and reassess. I think it's safe to say we reassessed and decided not to go to Europe.
Obviously now it is definitely the right decision, but at the time when we were filming in York, Italy hadn't even gone into full lockdown at this point.
No.
But looking at the signs, we had to try and be ahead of the curve, and oh god, I'm so glad we made that decision not to go.
But obviously when you travel, like every time you leave your home country, you have that responsibility to keep an eye on the news, keep an eye on the foreign travel advice. And so we were trying to kind of predict what they were going to say next, because obviously at that point it was still technically okay to travel to Europe. Thank goodness we didn't.
Yeah, we kept following all the news, but even though we were told we could go, going and travelling in hostels around Europe couldn't be more irresponsible.
No.
Luckily, when we called Safe Stay and expressed our concerns, they were very supportive of us.
Yeah, they're great.
But, like, basically, no travelling, anyone, guys.
Stop it. Stop thinking about it. We do have to acknowledge that travel is a luxury at the end of the day. We are extremely lucky to be able to do it as often as we do. And we're just going to have to stay home for a little bit. Nothing wrong with that.
For those wondering where we are, and we're going to be for the foreseeable future, we have come to my family's home in Somerset in the UK, and we're just going to ride it out here with family. Couldn't really think of a better place to be during this time.
Yeah, we're very lucky.
We had come up with some inventive ideas to be able to travel when we first got back from the trip. We were going to get a camper van and do a self-isolation series. We cancelled that as well because, again, the unnecessariness of it.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to travel, we shouldn't travel.
No.
People at home, just avoid it, please.
Yeah. We've been seeing as well on the news the last couple of days that flocks of people have been going to places like Snowdonia and the Scottish Highlands, and this is actually putting a lot of strain on the local community. So just try and be conscious of that when you're thinking of going on trips.
Well, that leads us on to the next part, is mental health.
Yes.
Like,
it's a big one.
Oh, it's going to be a big one for everyone, guys.
I don't know about you guys, but since we've decided not to go on this trip, well, since the start of this trip, as soon as this coronavirus thing became a hot topic, we have
Can we please start calling it SARS-2? It's much scarier.
It is much scarier, isn't it? SARS-2. Since this news broke out, I have been feeling a bit rubbish, actually. It's kind of overwhelming. I think this is a situation that pretty much none of us have had to deal with or go through before in our lives, or anything even remotely close to it. So it is just weird. Like, it's been a weird feeling. We haven't been able to concentrate properly on our work. Like, we've just been very distracted.
Yeah, we've been struggling. We don't have much content to come out anyway.
No.
So we've been drip feeding that.
Yeah.
But we thought we needed to make this video before it gets like too crazy that we're releasing travel content.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Bringing on hate onto ourselves.
On a side note as well, the York video is the final video to be released, and that will be released as the next video after this. We just wanted to put this out there first so you didn't think we were still moving around and traveling, because that's not responsible.
So this then leads us on to what we're going to be doing next.
Yes.
We want to do some videos over the next probably year, let's be honest. Oh, who knows? About mental health. That will be one aspect of this, but we also care about people's mental health, and we just want to make people laugh.
Definitely, because one thing about all of this is that it's all consuming. Every screen you look at, every news source, every bit of social media, all you're seeing is the C word, and it is a little much right now. So we just want to bring a little light and a little joy to anyone's life, if that's at all possible.
Going forward, we are going to try and not talk about the virus that much, because I'm sure you're going to be inundated with information, opinions, etc. We can't change anything apart from social distancing and all of the appropriate measures that you should be following. Wash your hands. But we can change our outlook on this.
Definitely.
And hopefully we're going to be able to make some really fun content. It's not going to be the same.
It's definitely not going to be the same. It's going to be completely different to what you're used to watching with us, but hopefully it'll be just as entertaining, I hope.
We'll still be here being our silly selves. We're going to have plenty of refried beans.
Oh, so much. You'll be overdosing on refried beans, which is just as well because you can't buy them in the shop.
But also, we're probably just going to end up turning into be real YouTubers that just sit down and talk about things. And so we'd love to have any suggestions you guys might be interested. One video I've always wanted to make, but I'm too lazy to go through all our old back catalogue, is the funniest moments of the Travel Beans.
Yeah.
We all need a laugh. Please leave in the comments your funniest or favourite moment so we can put something together.
And also come follow us on Instagram, because what I might do is like a poll and try and like rank them like top 10 or top 5 or something like that, and actually make a compilation video of those things. Another thing is we're thinking of maybe doing some live streams on our Instagram. So is that something you'd be interested in? Do you want to watch that? If not, just forget it. But if you do, follow us on Instagram, send us a message, write a comment. You name it. Those things. So there's not really much left for us to say, other than send us some messages and comments about the things that we've already mentioned. Make sure you're safe and responsible. Don't go travelling.
But like, actually stay safe, guys. Like, we really mean this. Like, this is so important. Yeah. I'm like laughing and smiling, but inside, this is sadness, guys. This isn't Alex.
It is really serious, and for any of you out there who aren't taking this 100% seriously, please do, because it's not just about you, it's about everyone else, and it's about overwhelming the healthcare system. So please be safe and sensible.
So make sure you know all the things that YouTubers ask, like, it makes a difference. It doesn't feel right to do this.
Well, no, maybe not with so much gusto as normal.
But you gotta give the people what they want.
Is that what they want? Is that what you want?
It would be weird if I just gave them a little one. So, okay, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time, and beans out!